Continuing now with one of the staples of Ladies' Day. It's Brittany Lundin of Lundin's Auto Spa. I was out there the other day visiting with you, and I'm very impressed with your new location. Very clean, very open.
Yeah.
You guys keep it clean, which is important.
It is. Obviously, it's, you walk in, you want to have a clean spot. You want to be able to see, like, we clean cars for a living, so hopefully that our place is clean. But we do get a lot of compliments on how clean it is, and,
And the location, you're no longer downtown. How do you describe where you're at to the folks?
So the actual address is 1721 13th Avenue South. It's right off Bluff, so there's like that big painted rock right there where I can see that from my office. So I always tell everyone, like, I can see the painted rock, so if you're right there, you're close. But it's the old Hansen Sign building for anyone that, was around when Hansen Sign was there, so that's where we are. It is a great building. It's obviously one of the best buildings we've had yet. Hopefully our forever home, so.
I would think so. So
yeah.
What were the other locations? I know you were downtown.
So we actually started obviously in our garage. That didn't last very long, like a month and a half, and I was like, no, we're not doing this. And then we actually got our first shop in the old DMV building off Pershing.
Oh, okay.
And the garage part we actually shared with a friend. He had that location, and so we just kind of rented a stall from him for about a little less than a year. And then we moved to South First Street, which is right next to the police station, the parking lot there. And I want to say T-Gens was in there, T-Gen Lockhart. And then after that, we were there for a year, and then we moved downtown. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy.
I guess so.
Yeah, but I mean, the good news is it's not that any bad, it's just because we keep growing. So I guess it's at least a positive, but
yeah, that is good.
Moving's not fun, especially like the bigger the buildings, the more stuff that you occur, and it's not fun. So hopefully this is forever.
When I was visiting with you, I was watching your husband, and he was, of course, detailing a car. Mm-hmm. But he was like getting in between the letters on the side. I was like, you guys are very detailed.
Oh yeah. Oh, and people don't realize like how much goes into a detail. It's like, they hear detailing and car cleaning, and they're like, oh yeah, just, a couple hours here and there, and you're done and out of the way. But it's actually very, very time consuming. Especially where my husband, I'll say, is a perfectionist. So to him, like, it has to be perfect. So we obviously go above and beyond to make sure that we to give that. So.
Talk a little bit about what is all involved with a detail. I mean, do you have various levels or no?
So yes and no. We mainly just offer just like either interior detail, full detail, or just exterior, and then obviously our coatings. A lot of people, I know they want like just like a basic quick detail, something like a couple hours. What's really hard for us is like we would rather, not that we don't want the business, but it's hard for us to do a quick detail just because what's my quick and what's your quick. When we do it, so we say we do the 2 hours, and then you're like, oh, this doesn't look the greatest. Like, I just paid for this, and it's like we don't know where to stop. We don't know where, so to us, we would just rather do it right the first time, so we know that when it leaves, it's leaving at its absolute highest potential.
Okay, now talk about what is all involved with a full detail.
So full detail, we start obviously by hand washing and drying it, and then after we do that, we will like clay bar, which gets rid of all like the road grime, and if you ever like feel your car, it kind of feels very like rough, So we would take the clay bar and get rid of all that to get it off.
So what's a clay bar?
It's literally a clay, and you obviously have to get it like wet, and then you rub it against the car. It does cause some, could cause some scratches if you don't do it the right way, but that's why you do that first, and then he would go back and buff all that, so then all that would go away, so you don't see those scratches. But depending on the level of the severity of the car on the outside, he would just decipher, do I just do like one go around with the buff, or do I need to go 3 times, or do I need to go 6 times? And so the outside, it's kind of just depends on what level he thinks it's at. And then on the inside, everything is done. I mean, if the headliner needs done, we'll do that. We blow the carpets, we do the seats, plastics.
Do you ever take the seats out?
We have, yeah. Because sometimes we've had people that have either like vomited in the car, and so it would get in between and under the seat, so you got to get that out. But I mean, it's the nature of the beast, so
Hopefully
just roll with it.
hopefully it's their children that
Yes,
have vomited in
yes,
the car,
yes.
and not them.
So, but it's a lot. It's very, like my dad always said, like, you should just video you guys doing it for a whole day. I'm like, that would be so boring to sit there and watch us for 8 hours just detailing cars. But he's like, I bet you people would love it.
You should do that,
I
and then what
know.
you can always do is you can kind of
fast
speed it
forward
up.
it,
Yeah, that
yeah.
would be cool.
Yeah, so
That
we're
would-
thinking about maybe trying something like that, just because people don't, unless you're there, you don't really realize how much goes into it, so, but it's a lot.
Keep that in mind. That would be interesting. To fast forward,
Yeah.
that would be the greatest thing.
So we might
Time
do that.
lapse.
Yeah.
There you go. So you could put like 8 hours in maybe 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And then see how fast you can actually move.
Right?
Back to your old track days.
Yeah, I know. I miss it.
So, how are the kids doing?
They are getting big, of course. Jem is now 8. She'll be 9 in July. And then Braden is 3. So they give us a run for our money. They're down at the shop. Usually towards the end of the day, after school, they'll get stuck down there for a couple hours till we're finished up. Or, if we go in on a weekend, they're in there. But they have their own hood that they get to demolish because they know they're not allowed to touch any of the cars. So they love it. They get to take their brushes and their spray bottles and their rags, and they get to go to town on a hood. So to them, it's awesome.
I would think so. You're just kind of grooming them for the future.
Yep. And then Braden he'll try to vacuum every now and then. He'll want to help, So I mean, hey, whatever.
Well, he's getting older. I mean, my goodness, it won't be long.
I know.
He'll be
He
12.
loves it. He's my cleaner, even at home. If I'm scrubbing the floor or something, he's down there with me scrubbing the floor. So I'm like, hey, at least he'll be a good husband. So
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing. So, what's it like having them not around? I mean, you got the 3-year-olds probably at a daycare.
Yep.
So, and then the other one is in school.
Yep.
So, is that nice?
It is. It sucks because I feel like, we are so busy all the time that we don't get to see them probably as much as we would like. That's why we do try to have them down at the shop with us when we can, just to even have them around us and whatnot. So we try to include them so we can.
What are your hours? I mean, do you have set hours or no?
LOL.
Yeah.
So technically on the door it says 8 to 4, but we're usually there way later than that. I always tell people, because everyone is like, oh, I got to get down there at 4. I don't get off until 4:30. Is it going to be okay? And I'm like, we just put that in case we're ever able to leave at 4. We have a reason, like, hey, it says 8, it says 4 on the door, but yeah, we don't ever get to leave at 4. So.
And we're visiting with Brittany Lundin of Lundin's Auto Spa. So, we've had you in every year since you've opened up, and we talked about all the various moves, but you seem to be very set with where you're at right now. I know there's going to be, we have the mayor in on the second Thursday of each
you
month.
poor thing.
And Scott Madison talking about, I like Scott. And then that, all that construction that is being planned.
Yes.
How do you think that might affect business?
We are very, very nervous on that. And I feel like, I don't know if it's just us, but everywhere we move, we have construction. And I'm like, we move, and then it just follows us. I just try to stay positive, and obviously it's an improvement for the city of Clinton, so I can't complain too much because they are at least trying to improve. It's going to be rough. I'm hoping they just work with us and kind of give us as good of a heads up as possible. It's just going to be a long couple years because it's not going to just be done in a year, I'm assuming.
The thing, the advantage for you is that, I mean, there where you're located, they can actually get to you up, is it 14th
Yes.
Street? So they can come right in that way well.
Yeah, the only downfall on that is just the road is so bad down there that it's like you hate to get your car detailed and have to drive down that crappy gravel road.
That's
so
true, yeah.
I'm hoping maybe they'll help us out and at least try to get that somewhat nicer, or even lay some gravel down to help. And you can kind of get off to like where that Fitnastics is.
Yeah.
There's like that cut right there. So we still have access. We'll always have access. It's just going to be.
Have they talked to the business owners along that area about what is going to be going on? I imagine they will, though.
I'm
But
hoping. I'm hoping they do.
well, when the mayor comes in,
Yeah, you better tell him.
I'll say Brittany Lundin would like to visit with you
Yeah.
if possible.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up will be a check of the weather.
Now open. Brothers Resale Shop at 2319 North 2nd Street in the Lyons neighborhood. Brothers Resale Shop is the new place to shop. Get ACs, mowers, nice furniture, video games, brand new clothes starting at just $1. That includes name brand clothing for men, women, and children, plus shoes and much more. You'll find amazing deals every day and find out that Brothers Resale Shop is your wallet's best friend. Brothers Resale Shop, now open at 2319 North 2nd Street in Clinton. Stop in today.
It's now time on KROS for the Storm Track 8 weather forecast, brought to you by Don Dolan.
Winter chill will be easing today, though it's still going to be breezy. At least we've got mostly sunny skies back, and we'll see temperatures into the low 50s this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy, not as cold. We'll drop to 30. And for Friday, a little further into the 50s with partly cloudy skies. Mid-50s are likely. With your Storm Track 8 forecast, I'm meteorologist Andrew Stutzky.
Currently, we have sunny skies and a temperature of 27 degrees. Winds are out of the southeast at 10 miles per hour. This weather report on KROS has been brought to you by Dan Dolan.
So where do you want to live? Imagine yourself in a new subdivision located between Whittier Elementary School and the new Clinton Middle School and alongside the beautiful Emma Young Park. Easy access to everything Clinton has to offer, just south of 13th Avenue North at Mill Creek Parkway. It's a great time to get into your new home. Come out to Mill Creek Crossing and see our family homes, or pick out a lot and we'll build your dream home for you. At Mill Creek Crossing, we're building a future for all generations. Stop out today at our sales office, open 7 days a week.
At Snell Zornig Funeral Homes and Crematory, pre-planning your funeral arrangements allows a less stressful environment, provides a record of your wishes, relieves your survivors of emotional and financial burden, and allows surviving family members to concentrate on the memories of a lifetime rather than the details surrounding death. This is Mary Rupp, Family Service Counselor at Snell Zornig Funeral Homes and Crematory. For more pre-planning information, give me a call at 242-0252. I can help.
Brittany Lundin of Lundin's Auto Spa, the location again?
1721 13th Avenue South.
Okay, and a great new facility. You've been there how long now?
Going on 2 years. So
Okay.
yeah, 2 years, I believe. Yeah.
And you've kept it clean. It looks nice.
Yes.
Did you have to do, like you said, it was the old Hanson sign. Did you have to do much to it?
No, so the owners now, they actually remodeled it quite a bit, did a lot of work to it to get it, up to par. There's still things that need done, don't get me wrong, but eventually we'll tackle all that and get it up. So we always have bigger plans, we always want to do more there, but just getting the money to do it and, the time's the biggest thing, so.
Does
but
it
yeah.
does it afford you an opportunity to do some expansion where you're at right now?
Yes. So the good thing is our main shop is fairly decent. I mean, you've seen in there, and then we do have another shop on the side of that as well. It's like a conjoining shop. We just kind of use that as like a storage. We store cars in the winter over there. In the summer, we kind of use it as like our done stall. We move our done ones over and we just keep rolling. There is he does own the property next to our shop. So eventually when we talk about buying the building, we want to kind of add that in there. So then if worst case scenario, we can either, redo the house and get it up to par and use that as a rental, or we could, tear it down and build on. So there's plenty of room.
When I was in there visiting with you, you were telling me about this new coating.
Yes.
And
so
it's amazing.
It is amazing. It's crazy. So obviously we've always offered a ceramic coating, which it was always the good thing, and things always evolve and there's always better. And that's what we always strive to do, is no matter what, we always want to improve and offer everything possible to our customers. So we did find this new coating. I always say it's like a ceramic coating on steroids. And there's no other coating like that. It's right now it's labeled like the world's best coating that you could get your hands on. Right now we are the only shop in Iowa that is offering the coating. They are looking to offer more, in the surrounding areas, or in the state of Iowa, but it's crazy.
How'd you find out about it?
So Leon's always doing research online, and it was one of those things where it's like, oh, it's too good to be true. And, I'm like, no, this is not going to work. And he's like, let's just look into it. So we did. We contacted the company. There was actually an installer up in Minnesota that, is doing this and kind of controlling Iowa. And so we went up to Minnesota, and we're like, well, worst case scenario, we get a day away from the kids. We get to go on a trip, and we get up there to see it for ourselves. They applied it in front of us. We applied it, and it was just mind-blowing. So I'm like, we have to do it. And we contemplated, because it's not cheap. But knowing that this is just so amazing, we couldn't pass it up.
So give us the advantages of having something like this done to your vehicle.
So the advantages are, obviously the ceramic coating is like a thicker, clear coat for your car, which is great. This is like almost 75 times thicker than a ceramic coating. And the coating is kind of like, the ceramic coating is more of like a glass, like a liquid glass. This is equivalent to what's called PPF. I don't know, I'm sure people have heard of it, the protection film. So it's like the film that you can put on like the front of your bumper, or even like a wrap on your car, pretty much, that kind of helps deflect rocks. But the only downfall on that is you can see the lines on the hood or on the bumper where it starts to peel. This actually goes on in a liquid form, and it pretty much cures just like that PPF. So it's like turns into kind of like a plasticky film, but it doesn't look like that. It doesn't feel like that in the car. So it obviously helps deflect, rock chips. It's chemical resistant, scratch resistant. If you get a scratch on your car after it's coated, you can bring it back. We can recoat it, and the scratch is gone.
How long have you been doing this now?
So this is new to us. We had training about a month ago, I think now.
Okay.
They came down from Minnesota. We did the certification, the training on it to make sure that, everything's good to go. We've already done, I want to say like 6 cars so far, and then we have 2 more coming in yet this week to do.
Outstanding. Before we let you go, you've got a song that we always play.
Yes, our Little Red Corvette.
Should know by the way you parked your car sideways. I don't wouldn't last. See, you're the kind of person that believes in making out once, love them and leave them fast. I guess I must be dumb. She had a pocket full of horses, Trojan and some abuse. But it was Saturday night. I guess that makes it alright. You see, what have I got to lose? Close my eyes when you drove me to the place where your horses run free. 'Cause I felt a little ill when I saw all the pictures of the jockeys that were there before me. Believe it or not, I started to worry. I wondered if I had enough class. But it was Saturday night. I guess that makes it alright. You say, baby, have you got enough gas? Oh yeah. He's on the verge of being insane. Now move over, baby. Give me the keys. I'm gonna try to tame you in the red love machine. Little red Corvette. Baby, it was too fast. Little red Corvette. Need to find a love that's gonna last. Little red Corvette. Honey, you got to slow down. Got to slow down. Little red Corvette. 'Cause if you don't, you gonna run into say the ride is so smooth. You must be a limousine. Baby, bust to the place. Big red Corvette. You need it. That's us. That's gonna get that big red Corvette. Ain't got to slow down, just slow down. Big red Corvette. 'Cause if you die, you're gonna run your body right to the ground. Right to the ground, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground, to the ground. Big red Corvette.
We are retiring. Riverside Custom Woodworking of Fulton would like to thank you for your continued loyalty and patronage over the years. It has been a pleasure for them to serve and do business with you. Riverside Custom Woodworking would like to inform you that they'll be closing their woodworking shop at the end of February. At this time, they'll no longer be taking orders and will be selling all their showroom displays and many tools and pieces from the shop. For more information on these items, please go to their Facebook page at Riverside Custom Woodworking.
Going to wrap things up now with Brittany Lundin of Lundin's Auto Spa. Again, you're located.
1721 13th Avenue South, right off Bluff.
And you don't just do detailing. You got weather techs and,
Yep.
and other things
we got
like that.
All kinds of accessories, weather tech, running boards, tonneau covers. We actually sell like our products too for all, the people that like to do their own as well. We sell all of our products. So if you ever need anything, stop down, grab a couple bottles of something, and you can do your own cars.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Yep. We sell all of our products. Anything you want, we can give to you.
Okay. So what do you enjoy most about what you're doing right now? Do you like the independence of it?
I do. The bad part is as a small business owner, it's very hard. But rewarding at the same time, especially having kids and stuff. It's nonstop, 24/7. Everyone's always makes comments. You get to make your own hours, and you get to make so much money, and you're so lucky. And it's like, I'm broke. I work 24/7, and this sucks. But no, it's really not bad. We have great customers. I cannot even explain how awesome our customers are. We've been very blessed in that aspect, and just still being able to provide for the community. I mean, through COVID and all that, I mean, we were nervous, especially being a small business owner, if we were going to make it through. And here we are. We're still chugging away. We're busier than all get out. So we really can't thank the community enough for all the support and allowing us.
And I know it was, visiting with you through the years on this program, it was a real leap of faith to do something like this.
Yeah, we both had full-time jobs. I mean, he worked on the barges, so he had a good job. He had good benefits, good health insurance, and to go from a solid income to knowing what you're going to work, the money you're bringing in, to just hopefully you can make it. It's definitely hard. So we can't thank God enough for allowing us to get through it. So.
Well, you've done a great job. There's no doubt about that. And being like here at the radio station as a shareholder as well, I mean, it is difficult, but it is also nice to know that you're part of what's going to happen.
Absolutely. And our kids, even just growing with the community and our kids growing with our customers. It's just awesome that they've seen them from even being born to where we are now. And so it is cool to have those relationships and to grow, and it's awesome.
Okay, thanks so much for coming in. People want to find out more, social media, phone number,
Yep.
what?
So we're obviously on Facebook. Phone number is 563-219-8020, and stop down. We're always there. So.
Yes, you are. Very good. It is 9 o'clock. You are in tune to KROS Clinton, Iowa. It's time now for the latest from CBS. Ladies' Day continues with Lou of Deja Vu.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A hospital in Gaza overwhelmed with the number of wounded after an attack.